killing it. Y'all did so well. I'm such a proud, like, stepmom right now.
Today, the top 8 take it back to the 80s on The Voice. Ray J spills the tea on his famous friends.
I'm high just thinking about it.
And Alan Bersten gets us stoked for the Dancing with the Stars live tour.
It's amazing, and you have accomplished so much.
This is your reality check.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's do this.
Welcome to the show. I'm so excited to be here today. I'm Daryn Carp, and back with me is People.com writer and reporter Jodi Guglielmi. Jodi, how's it going?
Good. I'm having a great day. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, a great day.
I know. I'm chipper. Who would have thought?
I know, and you're in leather.
Yes, that might be part of it. I feel confident.
You feel confident?
Good.
Are you ready to go through to break down our headlines?
Yeah, I'm so ready.
All right, well, you know how we do it. Let's start breaking down our top 5. At number 5, there's no drama between Kim Kardashian West and her former longtime assistant, Stephanie Shepard. Well, Kim and Stephanie professionally parted ways in 2017 after working together since 2013. The pair posted about their reunion at Kourtney's Poosh holiday party on Monday night. However, after one fan left a harsh comment about their friendship, calling the post awkward, the former assistant swiftly replied in all caps, "Let's pass more judgment on people in relationships you know nothing about." Clap back.
I love a clap back.
Do you like this one? I think all caps is really making it a clap back.
That's like a double clap. Like
it's a clap
loud.
back. It's a clap back. I'm trademarking that for sure.
Yeah, you should.
But that was good. I mean, listen, they have a really good relationship, and it's important to keep that going.
I think just because they parted ways professionally doesn't mean that they can't still be friends. And enough years have passed that even if there was any kind of tension, they've known each other for so long. You get over it. You grow up.
Yeah, it's Kim K. People have to move on even if it's Kim K.
Exactly.
At number 4, on a sad note, we are sorry to report that Mackenzie McKee's mother, Angie, has died after battling cancer for almost 2 years. People can confirm that the Teen Mom OG star mom died Monday, surrounded by friends and family. A message posted to her Instagram account read, quote, "Angie finished her race. Her last days were spent lovingly surrounded by family and friends as they prayed, sang, and shared funny stories." Jodi, you actually think you broke this story.
Yes.
What can you tell us? How is Mackenzie doing? This is so sad.
You know, we really saw Mackenzie struggling to come to terms with her mom's diagnosis on the show. So for her mom to pass, I mean, my heart just goes out to her. I can't even try to put myself in that position. I'm glad that it seems like she was surrounded by her friends and family.
That's what I was gonna
Mackenzie
say.
was there to say goodbye, but that's never easy.
And
they were so close.
I love the finishing race, though. It just feels like such an accomplishment.
Yeah.
A good way to.
Yeah,
end it.
and
Well,
I think fans saw her mom kept her spirits up, which was amazing and incredible. So it's just my heart goes out to them.
Me as well. We would like to send our thoughts and prayers to Angie's friends, family, and loved ones. For more on the story, please visit People.com. All right, guys, at number 3. In more Gwen Stefani news, Rose Short's renditions of Foreigner's 1984 ballad, "I Wanna Know What Love Is," on Monday night's episode of The Voice, sorry about that, guys, was so powerful that she brought her coach Gwen Stefani to tears. When host Carson Daly asked the No Doubt singer for her feedback following the performance, she was so overwhelmed with emotion that she asked to cut to the camera saying, "That was unbelievable. I'm so in awe of you. I'm so honored to work with you." I mean, it's a great song.
I mean, doesn't the song just make you want to hold yourself and sway a little bit?
I couldn't even read it on prompter saying it. No, I had to sing it, and I felt really bad.
It's iconic.
It had to happen. It's a feel-good story, which is nice.
Sure.
At number 2. All right, guys, Nene Leakes is calling shade. During Sunday night's episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, host Andy Cohen pointed out that the Real Housewives of Atlanta star re-wore a lacy red dress in this season of the show after previously wearing it 2 years prior. Leakes was not amused by the comment and clapped back on Instagram with a post caption saying, "Can somebody please tell me what was the point of this? Andy, how many times have you recycled your suits and ties? #pointless, #messy. The reality star added, "It's enough that we ladies come for each other. Now we have to worry about executives coming for us. It's not cool." I have my opinions, but what do you think?
As somebody who re-wears her clothes,
You have to.
I understand. Especially if it's a nice dress, you want to get your money's worth.
But did you think that he was being shady, or do you think he was just sort of making it known?
I think he was making it known, and then he realized it could be shady, and he didn't back down, which respect, but also leave us alone about our clothes.
Yeah, women have a lot of pressure, especially
Right.
in Nene Leakes, who probably wears like $10,000
Yeah.
dresses. If she's wearing it once, that's like a tragedy.
I wore these shoes yesterday. Andy Cohen.
Listen, I noticed. At number 1, many celebrities have their own way of making visits to the airport less stressful, but it costs a pretty penny. Over the weekend, the always candid Chrissy Teigen responded to a fan who asked her about whether celebs have to deal with the same long lines and delays when traveling. Guess what? They don't. The lip sync battle judge responded, there is a terminal a mile away from the airport that you pay membership for. They do the same security privately and take you to the plane in a car. How much do you think it costs?
So much money.
Enough to like rewear an outfit again? That's what I want to know. Like,
Yeah.
I'll sell my outfits I wanted to rewear.
But let me tell you, as somebody who almost misses every flight she has to take, I would, if I could afford it, 100% I would pay for this.
Oh, it's worth
What a
every...
luxury.
I will pay my
Yeah.
entire yearly salary for
I
this.
know.
It is so annoying
I'm
going to the
so
airport.
jealous.
Yeah, me too. Well, we have to go to break, but when we come back, we're talking to one half of this year's Dancing with the Stars champs, Alan Bersten. Stay tuned.
The winners and new champions of Dancing with the Stars are Hannah and Alan.
Welcome back. On the line now is current Mirrorball champ, Alan Bersten. Hey there, Alan. How's it going?
I really like the way that sounds.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, congratulations on your first Dancing with the Stars win. That's huge. How are you feeling since the finale?
It still feels like a dream come true. You know, we just started rehearsals for the tour. We're going on tour, Dancing with the Stars 2020, and it feels nice to be back in the rehearsal studios and creating such an awesome show and having that mirror ball with me.
How confident were you in that finale? Like, did you think, what were your odds? Like, did you think that you were going to walk away with the grand prize or no?
Honestly, no, I had no idea. And there's 12 people that start the show and only one winner. So the odds of losing are a lot better than winning. But we kind of just went out there and did our thing and just had fun with it. And I got really emotional that day because I was like, oh, no, whatever happens, it's over today. So let's just enjoy it as much as we can. And I really feel like that's what made Hannah and I do such an incredible job, because Hannah really came out there and just gave it everything she had, and it really showed.
Well, you guys made it look easy. I'm very jealous. We had a few fans tweet at you. Your fan, Reese Riley, wants to know, now that you've won the Mirror Ball, what's the next dream you want to achieve?
That's so hard. I mean, one dream just came true. I didn't really think that far ahead. I want to keep dancing on the show. It's literally been my dream since I was like 10 years old to be on Dancing with the Stars. And now the fact that I've been on it for a little bit, I won my first Mirror Ball. I kind of just want to live in this moment a little bit longer. And, who knows what's next? Hopefully continuing to dance and venture out into different projects.
Well, I'm sure you're going to succeed no matter what you do. I want to play this really sweet clip from the finale. Let's take a look.
This experience came at a time in my life where I wasn't ready and didn't feel like I could trust people. But working with you has allowed me to trust somebody again. I think it'll be a little hard not to see him every day.
I'm thankful for you.
How does seeing that make you feel? Warm and fuzzy for me.
I mean, it honestly, the finale is such a whirlwind that I never even saw that during the finale. So that's the first time seeing that. And it's so sweet. Hannah and I built such an amazing relationship during these 12 weeks that it's nice to look back and reflect on how amazing this experience has been and what a friend I made in Hannah.
Absolutely. And I mean, dancing is such an intimate thing. She actually goes on to say in the package that she's come out of this experience having gained a friend. Do you feel the same way?
Absolutely. Hannah and I, it was a different partnership than I've ever experienced before, because after rehearsals, almost every day we would go and eat and, just hang out. And that's very rare when you spend 6 hours with someone that you want to still see them afterwards. So I'm really lucky that me and Hannah became such good friends.
Is there anything more than a friendship you want to admit to me right now, Alan? Because your dancing seemed pretty intimate to me.
I don't think so. I think it's just friends.
Uh-huh. All right, Al, we'll get back to that. Well, another one of your fans has this question for you. What's the one memory from season 28 that makes you most nostalgic looking back?
I feel like the mirror ball would be the most typical answer, but I feel like in week 2, when we did Taylor Swift, the Venus Waltz to Lover by Taylor Swift, it really brought something out of Hannah that I did not know that she was capable of. And we really, oh, look, you guys had the clip ready already. That's amazing. It brought something out of her that I did not expect. And it really like helped me push forward and kind of push the boundaries with our dances and with our whole journey. And I feel like it was all because of that dance. I saw a different side of Hannah.
Yeah, I think America did too. It was such a beautiful dance. Now, you've been dancing for a while, but I want to play this vintage find for you, okay? Let's watch it.
Oh, no.
The thing I love about dancing is that it lets you be free. It lets you really show what you're really feeling. When you talk, you only share a part of what you're actually saying. When you're dancing, you're expressing everything.
Wow.
You make suspenders look cool.
That was, before that, I had a man bun before they were cool. And when I joined the show, they were like, we're cutting it off. I was like, yes, please.
You're like, please. Well, that clip was back in 2013 when you competed on season 10 of So You Think You Can Dance. How do you think you've changed since then? It's been 6+ years.
I mean, hopefully I don't talk like that anymore. When I did So You Think You Can Dance, I was not really confident at all. And I was like, oh, I feel like I should say this. I feel like I should do this. I feel like over the years, I stopped caring of what I should say and I just talk, unfortunately. And sometimes good things come out and sometimes it's a mistake. But I really realized from there that I should just be myself and enjoy all of these amazing opportunities that I've had because I'm living my dream life. And not many people get to say that.
Amen. That's very well said. Well, like you said earlier, getting ready for the live tour that starts in the new year. How are you preparing for that? That seems like a huge undertaking.
It is, but it is such an incredible experience. There's 10 of us amazing dancers from the show who are incredible. And, we have a few celebrities coming on tour with us. And we started rehearsals, I think, 3 days ago. And it's an intense process of like 9-10 hours a day of creating these amazing routines and creating these moments on the live stage that we get to share with all the fans that come out and see us.
How is the tour different from the show, or is it very, very similar?
Well, it's similar in the sense that there's so much dancing and you get to see a lot of the personality that we all have to offer. But one thing I think that's so much better in the tour is there's no stress. We just go out there, we go on stage and we perform and we have fun. And I think the audience really sees that when they come to a show, they see us having fun on stage and celebrating an amazing season that we just did on TV.
A little bit less pressure for you on the tour.
A lot less pressure.
Yeah, a lot less pressure.
No one gets eliminated.
Yeah, thank God. And as far as you know,
yeah,
you're only 3 days in.
Sometimes we leave one of the dancers at a city, but that's just...
That's just semantics. That's fine. Bugmayor6 wants to know, what dance are you most excited to do on the tour?
One of my favorite dances to always do is Argentine Tango. So I'm really excited. Hopefully I'm going to be doing Argentine Tango. We're still figuring out the show. So, there's a chance. But I love doing that, and I also love doing the fast dances. Argentine Tango is so passionate, and I feel like I'm a pretty intense and passionate kind of guy that dance just suits me. But I'm also like the youngest and the goofiest, so I feel like jives and quick steps are also really, really good for me.
You can do it all, Alan. I'm actually curious, if you want to get into dance, a beginner, never had danced before, what do you think is the easiest first step? Like, what dance do you recommend sort of starting out with that might be the easiest to master?
I think the waltz. I think the waltz is 3 steps, and it's so elegant and beautiful, and there's not that much hip action that goes into it. So, the rumbas or the sambas, those are a lot more difficult because not only do you have to worry about your hands and your feet, but your hips are moving like crazy. And in the waltz, you're in a beautiful frame and dancing with someone. So I feel like that takes some of the pressure off. So if you're going to dance, start with the waltz.
The least sexual dance ever is the waltz. It has to be, right? I mean, you're putting a space in between you two.
You're actually not even supposed to look at each other.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's totally bad. Well, we got to take a quick break, but me and Alan are going to continue chatting when we return. Stay tuned.
I learned a lot about myself. I'm having breakdowns. No, I don't want to be touched.
Okay, sorry. I'm not an adversary, okay?
And breakthroughs for everybody to see. Call me a cheerleader.
Welcome back. I will never call Hannah a cheerleader. Still on the line is Hannah Brown's former partner, pro dancer Alan Bersten. How's it going, Alan?
Don't call her a cheerleader. That bottle was not the worst thing she broke that day. No.
I will not. I will stick to the script. Despite putting on what looked like amazing performances, you know, many fans felt the judges were extra critical of your partner Hannah this season. Would you agree with that?
I would. I feel like Hannah did such a good job, and you know, she didn't get her perfect score until the freestyle, where I feel like she really did some amazing numbers and really gave her heart out there. But I can see why the judges were a little more critical on her. I feel like they wanted to really push Hannah because they saw the potential that I don't think she saw in herself yet.
Well, how did you two sort of work through those critiques so that her dancing could grow? Because I'm sure it was a lot of therapizing during the weeks between the two of you.
You know, me and Hannah built such a good team together, and we really trusted each other. So we really wanted to just grow as much as we could, and we tried to take all of the critiques and the notes that the judges gave us and work on them every single day. That way, once we look back on our performance every Monday, we could see. Sorry, are you still there?
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay. When we were, what's happening?
Go ahead, Eric.
Oh.
Go ahead. Okay.
God.
How did you work with Hannah through the critique so that her dancing could grow? You know, I'm sure there was a lot of therapizing between the two of you week after week.
You know, Hannah and I built such a good relationship throughout the season that we could really trust each other. And when we had to work on a note or a critique that the judges gave us, we just went through it. And, you know, we realized that the more we put in during the rehearsals, the better it's going to feel on Monday. And after every show on Monday, we look back at the dances and we would feel good if we knew that we gave it our best. Even if the judges didn't give us the best scores, as long as we tried our hardest, that's when we knew we did a good job.
Well, clearly it paid off. You know, you won the whole thing. And since we're talking about being critical, I think we should do a final Dancing with the Stars evaluation of Cast on Blast.
Oh, God.
All right, Alan, here's how it works. I'm going to name the finalists of the 28th season of Dancing with the Stars, and I want you to give your expert evaluation. Tell me what you thought they were best at and what their biggest hurdle was throughout the season. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, first up, the runners-up, Kel Mitchell and Whitney.
They are incredible. Kel did one of the best freestyles I've seen in a long time. And, you know, it was extremely impressive to see something that's never been done before. Most people don't really do like a hip hop freestyle. And Kel came out there and just annihilated it. So I was really impressed. One of his hurdles through the season, honestly, I don't know. I feel like he was really good from the beginning and just kept on getting better and better. And Whitney did such a good job with Kel that I can only applaud them.
All right, I'm going to let you off easy with this one, but not this next one. How about Lauren and Gleb, Alan?
Lauren and Gleb, I knew Lauren from last season when she sang for me and Alexis, and I really thought I was going to be partnered with Lauren, and I was really excited for that. She is such an awesome personality, and she really tries so hard. You know, she did not have any dance experience, and she made it all the way to the finale and gave it her all, and every week she did so well. So I'm really proud of her. But I would say that her best thing ever is her personality. She is just so carefree, and she's kind of like me. She just says whatever she wants.
Well, what about something that maybe they could work on a little bit?
I know that they had a little bit of trouble with the hips, but I can't blame her because I feel like anyone who's ever not danced before has trouble with the hips.
Well, yeah, I definitely have trouble with my hips. What about Allie and Sasha?
Allie is like a little firecracker, and Sasha did such a great job with her. I feel like Allie did really well in the intense and like the strong dances, and I would love to see a more sensitive side. But I feel like she did do that towards the end, so I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm afraid what they're gonna say about me.
What dance do you think they should have done?
I would have loved to see. I feel like they did all of them. I feel like everyone did every dance. No.
You tell me. I don't know how many dances there are. There's like a million dances. What are you talking
It's
about?
a lot of dance. I think we did 16 dances by the end of the season.
My God. Well, then I guess you can't blame her too much about not being overly sensitive, you know? Well, how about the pair that came in 5th place in a very emotional night, James Vanderbeek and Emma?
I mean, I am shocked that they were not in the finals. To be honest, I thought they were going to win the whole show from the very beginning. James is such an amazing guy, and Emma did an incredible job with him. Yeah, I was shocked. I think a lot of people were shocked that they didn't make the finals.
Alan, I'm curious, who would you have been, after watching everyone dance, who would you have least likely wanted to partner with looking back in the season?
That is such a hard question.
I'm asking it.
Honestly,
I want the tea.
honestly,
Least likely. Doesn't mean you hate them. I'm just saying, least likely.
I honestly think that to be honest, if I'm partnered with anyone, I'm so blessed to just be on the show because there's so many dancers in the world that wish they were on Dancing with the Stars, and I'm so lucky to be there. There is no least partner, I swear. I'm not just being
Alan.
here.
Oh, no.
I feel like every girl had such a different strength to them. You know,
Right.
Sailor came out there with no expectations, and sometimes that's one of the best things to have. You know, just go in there blindly and not think about anything.
Right.
You know, she came in at the last minute and didn't even have time to think. You know, and Mary Wilson is a legend. So, I mean, how can you turn down a legend? And Kate Flannery is from The Office, which is the best show in the world, and I still watch it. I've probably watched The Office, the whole series, like 6 or 7 times.
Well, the season looked really, really fun. And Alan, thank you so much for chatting with us today. And congratulations on all your success. You absolutely deserve it with Hannah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You can catch Alan on Dancing with the Stars live tour that begins January 2020. Visit DWTStour.com for cities, dates, and tickets. After the break, Ray J is talking about his famous friends, and OC housewife Gina is putting her cast on blast. Stay tuned. Hey there, this is Reality Check. I'm here with Ray J. Yep, always this. Oh, I love the silent.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. I love that. And it's your first time here, so I got to put you in the hot seat with a game. I'm calling.
Well, it's my first time here with you.
That's right.
I've been here.
It's my first time with me, though. You know,
Okay,
we're
right.
breaking that seal today.
Okay.
We're going to cast on blast it. Oh, we're ready. All right, so here's how it works. I'm going to name some of your castmates, people you've collaborated with, friends, and I want you to tell me something sweet and something salty about them, but don't hold back on that salty. I want that salty tea from you, all right?
You do?
Yeah, I do.
All right,
I feel
well,
like you can dish it to me.
let the salt begin.
Let it begin. Let's start off with a trio
Let the salt begin.
that you made famous with just one phone call, The Breakfast Club.
So talk about them and.
Give me something sweet, something salty.
Oh man, they're great and they're rude, and so they're my people, and they turned up. They don't care about what you feel. They care about what the listeners feel, so they want to pull it out of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that I was able to be a part of the show, continuing to be a success, or actually even breaking the ice for it to be a success. So, you know, look, you know I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on the Breakfast Club tomorrow.
I love that you said that they were rude. I
love that.
Of course.
They're very rude.
What about Floyd Mayweather? I made him speechless.
You know what? I don't like to say anything bad about too many people Floyd. He's undefeated and he's cocky about it.
Yeah, he's got an ego.
There it is. That was salt.
Is there something about Floyd we don't know?
I don't know. I'm not him. I don't know.
What about A1? AJ, I'm getting you today. I love this. You're biting your glasses.
A1's my friend.
I know, but that means you got something salty about him.
He's a great producer, and he's busy a lot. So his time is.
It's annoying with his schedule.
Yeah, and that's the salt.
That's the salt. That's fair enough. What about someone you know personally very well, Princess Love?
Oh man, there ain't no salt in that.
This is a man who doesn't want to get himself in trouble.
It's nothing but sweetness. That's my love.
I love that.
That's the girl that's changed my life and changed me, and really turned me around and really got me focused on the right things.
When did you know that you fell in love with her?
Right when I met her.
Really, like love at first sight?
For me, I knew she was the one. I told everybody around.
How long do you think
it took for her? Even the people she was with. I really did though. I told everybody she's the one. I was like, she's the one. I just kept saying it, and boom, God really laid it out.
I love that.
She's the kind of woman that don't take nothing, and don't allow things that shouldn't happen to happen. She stands for something. She stands for it, and if she stands for something, then she won't fall for anything. And you need a woman in your life that's gonna keep you motivated, but also a woman that's not gonna allow you to either run over them or do things that you know you shouldn't. And so she always keeps me in line, and I respect that about her, and I love her.
Well said, very, very well said. What about Brandy?
Oh man, there ain't no salt in that either. It's Brandy.
What?
She is the door for all the opportunities for me. I mean, she's the one who opened up, all of the different doors for me, just as an artist to be successful. And I thank her, and I thank my mom and dad for, helping me, push through.
Maybe her beating you at the teddy bear game might be a little bit of assault. Yeah, she knows how to keep you in line.
Ruler. We were like 5 and 7.
Yeah, right.
It's
exactly. What about your sister's rival, Monica?
Hey, it's all good. Monica's cool, man. That they rival, but that's the two women, in their own bag. So I'm gonna support Brandy all the way. But shout out to Monica and the whole team.
You don't have any beef with Monica or anything like that?
I don't have any beef with anybody, but I'm with my sister. So if she got beef, I got beef, but it's not beef like this.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I mean, it's like,
exactly.
beef jerky.
Eric, are you stopping me? Or am I Thank you. Well.
Yeah, it's not beef, it's like beef jerky.
Hold on, he's stopping me in my ear, otherwise I want to continue. Yeah, no, I get that.
It's not French fries, it's mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Give me some scrambled eggs and some cash browns. Some cash potatoes.
Cash browns.
Casseroni and cheese.
Okay. All right, what about Lil' Kim?
Oh, little Kim.
She's badass.
She's dope. We just did a record together. Again, another one. And Remy Ma was on the song, and she asked me to sing the chorus. Kim, will you put that song out? That song is a smash.
Is that her salt then? She's just not putting your songs out.
Well, we did a smash. I think she should put it out. But, she has a lot of different stuff in her arsenal, so I'm sure she's prepping it the right way. But Kim, that record crazy.
I want to hear it, man.
It's hard on Jesus Christ.
What about Suge Knight?
Hey.
I feel like he could have some salt about him. He's tough.
Well, listen, Suge is extremely smart.
Yeah.
He is a genius, okay? And he's a mastermind. And at the same time, he's aggressive. And sometimes aggression can scare people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he definitely is definitely a genius.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
What about your cousin Snoop Dogg?
Snoop.
The best, man. The best.
I'm high just thinking about it.
Yeah.
No, he's a great guy, man. And, maybe Snoop might, not be on time. A
little late.
But not really. I can't say that. He's always been early. Like we've ever worked, Snoop showed up early before us, so I can't say that. So I really don't have nothing to say about Snoop. You on it. You on it, Snoop.
If Snoop is showing up early to stuff, I have no excuse to show up late to anything.
Listen, if you ever work with Snoop, anybody will tell you he's on time, he's professional, he gets the job done, and then that's it. I mean, and then after that, it's whatever. But as far as his work ethic, it is one of the most, he's one of the hardest working people I know, and he loves doing what he does. Wow. Shout out to Snoop. Very big inspiration for me.
Wow. Well, last up we have rapper Fabulous.
Hey, Fabulous. F-A-B-O-L-O-U-S. He's a great guy, man. Look, Fab, again, I've said it plenty of times. I was tripping that night in Vegas, and you know that. And I'm happy that things have been successful and things have been great for you and for me. And one day we'll pop some champagne and laugh about the old times. How about that?
How long is it going to be for you to pop champagne with him?
I don't know. We've already shook hands and we've already cool. Shout out to Ruggs. Ruggs is my guy. That's one of his right hands. So it's all good. It's just we haven't got a chance to hang out.
2020 is your year, Ray J.
2020 is my year, but I don't know if Fabulous wants to hang out with me yet.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, you never know.
Maybe you turn 39, and then it'll happen.
Maybe before 2025.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like, but again, he's a great guy, and that's all love.
Well, you survived that game. Thank you so much for playing Cast on Blast.
I'm a survivor.
You are a survivor. I love it.
That I am. Green eggs and ham, and some cash browns and some cash potatoes.
Cash potatoes is a great way to end that. I am Daryn Carp, and that was your cash potato reality show.
Right back at you. Yeah.
You're watching Reality Check. I'm Daryn Carp here with the incomparable Gina Kirschenheiter. Yes, got that right? Yes, from the Real Housewives of Orange County. Gina, you are now a seasoned housewife, second season, so I think it's time to put you in the hot seat and play my favorite game, Cast on Blast.
Okay.
You were so hesitant, but don't worry, the siren's not gonna freak you out. So here's how it works.
Okay.
I'm gonna name some of your favorite castmates or your least favorite castmates, and I want you to tell me something sweet and something salty about them.
Okay.
Seems simple enough. Yeah. Don't hold back.
Okay,
We're gonna start with your new BFF, Shannon Storms Bedore. Something sweet, something salty, yeah.
Okay, so something sweet is, I think Shannon truly is someone who wants to help you when you're down and out.
Yes.
And I think also the thing is about Shannon is she's not a malicious person. She means well. She just actually is like a little bit nutty, Yeah. So yeah, I think that's just her personality. I think by nature is just kind of salty and sweet.
She loves a costume.
She loves a costume.
Yeah.
I do love that about her too, that she dresses up. I used to actually hate that about her. I'd be like, all right, another effing costume. Here we go, the Shannon show, But now like that, I understand her more. Yeah. I embrace that, and I think that I like that about her, that she's fun and kooky,
So her salty and her sweet are kind of the same.
It kind of is, yeah, for me, yeah.
What about the pot star herself, Tamra Judge?
Tamra Judge.
Yes.
Okay, so something sweet about Tamra. She actually is, Tamra and I are actually really good friends.
Yes.
And she really is one of the only people who, when I was going through everything I was going through, consistently would check in on me and see how I was doing. And, she's always there for me. And she really is. And I know people now are trying to say that all of a sudden I'm friends, but I've consistently been friends with Tamra from the start. We just became better friends throughout all this BS,
Yeah.
Something salty will be, if you don't want something repeated, you cannot tell that woman because she is for sure going to lay your dirt out there. But if she knows it's something that you really don't want repeated and it's real, she's known things about me before that she has never said anything that, I basically have given you people all of my skeletons by now.
Yeah.
But she's known some of them before I've shared them myself.
She's a selective vault.
Them. She is a selective vault, yeah.
That's fair.
And if she likes you, she's a vault of no selection.
Tamra, please like me.
Yeah. Please.
What about the OG of the OC herself, Vicki Gunvalson? Pinkies up.
Pinkies up. Pinkies up, Vicki.
Pinkies up, Vicki.
Queen Victoria.
Played the part very well.
She always does.
Yes.
She always does. I actually saw her recently at an event, and she is, what I love about her sweet part is she's very maternal. she's always constantly, whenever I see her, calling me honey and like petting me and kissing me. And she seems so happy for me that I had met Travis and stuff. But then at the same time, she just can't help herself. She's just naturally switches to that salt, and she's like telling everybody at the event who like wants to associate her with Housewives that she's like, oh, I'm just so embarrassed to even be part of this cast right now. And I'm like, hey, Vicky, I'm right here, girlfriend. Like, I'm on the cast. So
She says it out loud?
Oh, yes. Oh, she doesn't care. She gives 0 Fs, Vicky. Yes. So it's just, she's just a very interesting person. Where like she can just in the same sentence, it's like she can care about you and then care about no one all at the same time. It's like it really is. She's like master of that Jedi mind trick, I swear.
I guess so. I gotta learn a thing or two.
Yeah.
What about Emily Simpson? You've had a rough season a little bit.
I've had a rough season. I've actually I feel like in general, in all honesty, I've had a rough friendship with Emily. I think Emily it's tough because I think that, in all honesty, I just feel like maybe Emily just defines friendships differently. And I think she's really good at coming and telling me when I'm like, I guess, quote unquote, like being a bad friend or letting her down. And she cries about it and makes herself a victim. But I'm just more like, are we friends or aren't we? When push comes to shove, it's not about saying you love me or how good of friends we are or how everybody likes to see us on the show together. It's like, really, are we? Why then when you say you're going to take me to that wedding, we're supposed to go together. Why do you bail the day before? When you cry, you tell me I'm a bad friend. This is all off camera recently, and then you say, okay, I'm like, okay, let's do regular Wednesdays, and then 3 Wednesdays in a row you bail on me.
Right, you need stability.
I mean, then how am I a bad friend? You know, so I'm just I get very confused by her, and also like this whole notion that she's trying to like create this environment where it's basically like, now I'm friends with other people, so I'm not friends with her. And it's like, it's just not the case. It's not the way it is. I would never do that. I've never done that. And I think that maybe we're just not the same people. And I think sometimes she's just kind of full of it, you know? So it's tough, you know?
What do you think of Shane? I have to know.
I mean, I think what everybody else thinks, you know?
What is that, Gina?
It's hard for me because I feel like out of everybody, I've tried really hard to like get along with him and put aside a lot of stuff for him, you know, because for her, because that's her husband. I try to respect it, but at the end of the day, it's like, he's just not that nice. It's really hard for me to feel like I've always put my best foot forward with him. And then when I'm really in a bad spot, when I missed that court case, he just feels the need to then be like, oh yeah, she missed it because she was getting her nails done. Like, that's so hurtful. And then to see Emily not say anything and then to always just constantly be like, well, that's Shane. It's just like, well, that's not good enough, you know?
And like, are you okay with it?
Yeah, like I don't want to see him speak to her like that. I certainly don't want to see him speak to me like that. And I don't think that this whole justification of like, well, it's been a problem, but that's who he is, you know,
well,
it's not good enough.
The next up is Kelly Dodd, and she called Shane a dork.
Yeah.
What is something sweet and something salty about Kelly Dodd?
Right now, I think it's just straight salt coming from Kelly.
Whoa.
I mean she's literally, she called me an unaccomplished woman this year. She smacked me upside my head. Right? She called me ugly when I dyed my hair, but she called me pretty to my face and then called me ugly. I mean, I don't understand, you know, and I've never done anything to her. I've treated her the same way that I've always treated all of my friends, which is, you know, I'm not going to blow smoke up your butt. And I think that once I just started to tell her, you know, like, I think you are culpable for part of this problem, she just really, I think, didn't like it and started to kind of change her tune with me.
It did seem like the problems with you and Kelly kind of came out of nowhere. Because last season you didn't seem to even really have any
I had
beef or
no
anything.
issue with her, yeah. But I also really didn't think that anything she was doing last year was that out of line. You know, I felt like she was being more attacked by Vicky last year. And this year I think that she did something. She was certainly being attacked by Vicky, but she was also attacking people and saying really mean, harsh things. And I had at one point early in the season been like, you got to cut it out with like the social media stuff. She did not like that. And from that point on, I feel like she just really went on this mission to like kind of like put me in my place a little bit.
Right.
But
she doubled down.
Yeah. And I think that that's just unfortunate because I just think it's kind of like embarrassing for her. But
Well, what about the newest housewife with the best laugh, Bronwyn Wyndham Burke?
Bronwyn Wyndham Burke.
I know you got something salty about her, but what's something salty and something sweet?
I actually do think that Bronwyn's very good for the cast. I just want to go on record saying that. Like,
She's kind of great.
She's great.
She's
like,
great.
yeah, she's as like, because this is an ensemble cast. They're bizarre and in the best ways. You know what I mean? And I think
children.
They have 7 children. There's a lot of weird stuff going on over there. And I think she is kooky and fun to watch. And I think she does bring something to this group that is, unique and new. So I don't want people to think like I am hating on her. I just think we are completely different people.
Yes.
And but that creates for like a really interesting environment to watch. So like for the viewers, it's probably not the worst thing that she's on with me because I have no problem. She consistently pisses me off, and I can consistently tell her when she's pissing me off. So it's probably not the worst thing. But sweet is when we got to Florida, she tries really hard.
That's good.
And when we got to Florida, it was important to her because it was kind of like her hood, and she got us all these bags, and it had like a towel in it and a sunblock, and it was really thoughtful. And I do think that she tries her best, and I don't know when the hell she had time to do that because she has 7 kids, but she really does care in that way. I guess maybe that's the mom in her, and she really wants to be part of this group. She's just having a hard time, I think, finding her place in this group.
Well, as you know, season 1, I mean, it can be kind of hard. Your first season, you're finding your way, and it can be difficult.
Shannon wouldn't even talk to me for the whole first season.
And now you guys are like frickin' and fracking.
Right. So I'm like, I think she did great. I just think she needs to be stronger in what she really thinks. I think she needs to find her voice and stick to like what's her real voice. She's a little bit flip-floppy, and you can't be like that. You get swatted around a little bit.
Well, we film everything, as you know.
That's
we
the
catch you.
problem.
We
I
catch
know.
you. Although I think maybe your next hairstyle should be what her mom has with that crazy rain. Gina, just saying.
I'll keep it on the back burner. Season 3.
Well, you've been so open this season. You're in therapy. So lastly, I actually want to have you give yourself an evaluation. What's something sweet and something salty about you? And then I'll ask Travis after. Forget the real answer with this. So stay tuned, Travis. What's something sweet and something salty about yourself?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to do that. I mean, salty is like, obviously, I'm like that person that you're thinking it, but I'll say it, Yeah. And
it's the New Yorker in you.
It's the New Yorker in me. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think that's why I have a hard time navigating the Orange County thing, because they don't do that. So I think I'm a little bit brazen, for sure, But I guess sweet, like, I don't know, like I try to be a good person and do nice things for people. I love being a mom. And I tend to I just love everybody's children, like I really do. I was never that person growing up that was like, I want kids, or like when I would waitress, I'd be like, no, I'm not taking the table with the kids. Like I wasn't into it.
Right.
And then after having them, like I love babies. I'm always like, let me hold the baby. If your friends are like struggling and they're like having the party or something, I'm like, I'll take the baby. And
do you want 7 children?
I mean, who knows? I don't, you know what? Right now in my life, I feel like I'm very open. So we'll see.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for playing, Gina. You're the best. Watch The Real Housewives of Orange County Tuesday nights at 9, 8 Central on Bravo. Stay tuned for more reality realness after the break. Well, that's it for today. Big thanks to Alan, Bersten, Ray J, and Gina, as well as our very own Jodi G. Make sure you're following @People on Twitter so you can catch the latest episode of Reality Check, which streams Monday through Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. To wrap out today's show, here's a charming lash out from reality TV history. I'm Daryn Carp, and that was your Reality Check.
I feel like I'm being attacked. Everybody else gets a good thing said about them.
In this 2007 episode of Flavor of Love Charm School, Larissa lashes out at host Monique after not being rewarded for her good behavior.
That pisses me off, and I'm going to say it pisses me off.
It should piss you off.
Monique fires back, but tries to make it a teaching moment.
Do me a favor, Larissa.
This
Get
is a
angry.
debate.
Get angry. Get as angry as you can, because maybe tomorrow, sister, you'll straighten out your attitude.
Unfortunately, Larissa isn't in a learning kind of mood.
I think you dislike me the most because of the other show. That's what I think.
Let me tell you something,
Most of the other
sweetie.
girls didn't have that impact like I did.
What impact do you think
When you
had?
saw,
Larissa and Monique's rare clash of contestant versus host is one of the great moments in reality history, which Monique caps off with a classic reality walk-off.
Now, you done pissed me off.